Hey guys, how's it going? Well, we're back. As I told you, we're talking about the components of the rhetorical analysis as we were looking at them on the sheet. And then my computer completely crashed. So as I'm waiting for things to come back up, I didn't want to waste the time and at least get something back out to you. And I wanted to show you. I think we were in the process of. I was in the process of trying to get to this. And so you've got the components in the rhetorical analysis, right? There's an ethos, pathos, logos handout. This is kind of about persuasion. This is more stuff kind of like helping us think about how we look at ethos, pathos, logos differently. But I think more importantly is this emotion wheel that I want to show you because remember we talked about, so we can, all right. So remember we talked about what is the emotion that is being pulled out of or that's trying to be I don't want to say it's not really being delivered to, but by the words, there is an emotion that rises up in the audience, right, in the individual. And so when you look at these things, right, when you're reading your article and you're trying to think, okay, because we don't want to just say, oh, there's emotion, right? Well, if there's pathos, there's obviously emotion, but how specifically can we get, right? So we can start with the larger ones. Remember, we talked about being sad, afraid, angry, these kinds of things, right? Alone, embarrassed, right? This is just one aspect, right, of how people might feel, because there's also compassion and sympathy and things of that nature. We'll look at another emotion wheel. But this one here has to do with certain types of ways, and especially, these have to do with like fear. But look at all these different ones, how specific we can really get when we think about all this really taking place, right? All the different types of, and of course, like I said here, right? This is the negative effect, and I'm trying to find the positive effect one. I couldn't find it, so this just gives you an idea of just the negative side, right? How these are the names of feelings, or these are the names of emotions, how we can name them. And I think that's probably my greater concern, or my greater point that I want to get across, is that emotions have names, right? We feel a certain type. A lot of times because in our, especially in our rhetorical analysis, and even sometimes when someone asks us, how do you feel? It's sometimes really hard to put a word on it. I feel, we know the big ones: mad, happy, sad, angry, afraid, scared. We know some of the big ones, but a lot of times when we're looking at our particular article, there are these other little ones, that we're trying to, that a lot of times authors are trying to pull and get us to believe, right, or get us to feel, so that we can then that through that emotion or through that feeling ushers us into getting on board with whatever their argument is or whatever that they're saying. And that's how where pathos comes in anyway. So let's see how much time I've got here on this video. So I have posted the rhetorical analysis as a sample A. I believe this is in the A paper or the A minus paper, one of the two. And I wanted to just explain that if you're looking at this one as an example, that every single time that the student author here begins to mention or mentions one of the components, right? So we're talking about components. One of the components, right, is part of the analysis for her article, right? I've highlighted it. Okay. So it starts here. And then as she moves down, right, there's another one there, rhetorical situation. She's talking about pathos. She mentions anger, disappointment, ethos, pathos, right? Every single time that she mentions one of these, I've highlighted it there for you. And so I wanted to make sure that when you looked at that, I know we looked at that, we talked briefly about it last week, but I wanted to bring it up and let you know why those things have highlights. And I'm having major computer issues here at Oakland today, so I may have to revisit because I can't get this thing to move as fast as me. But anyway, but I just wanted to give you that information and give you those bits and pieces of information just real quick so you can kind of have an idea. All right, I'll be back with you guys soon. Keep working on your rhetorical analysis. Find those components. We're working towards, trying to get at least a first draft in, perhaps maybe by this Sunday. So keep working hard. If you got any questions, let me know, and I'll be back soon. Stay safe, guys, and stay awesome. Bye.